Hello, hello, hey there. Welcome into another edition of Between the Lines. It's Josh Ellis, editor-in-chief of Success Magazine. Speaking of, we're talking about the November-December issue today and the story Partner Chic, all about the BossBabe community and its founders. And I'm joined by Catherine Downs, one of our favorite writers. How you doing, Catherine?
I'm great. Yeah. How are you?
Great. Interesting factoid that may not be interesting to anyone, but we actually met Danielle Canty and Natalie Ellis, the founders of BossBabe, together the same day, and it was at the photo shoot for Jamie Kern Lima, our cover figure in the July-August issue of Success. And so small world, but maybe not, because these gals really are in the business of of amplifying their fellow women founders and entrepreneurs. And so it must have been interesting for you to get to know them on a deeper level and talk to them.
It was amazing. Yeah. So I met them, I guess you met them at the photo shoot. I saw them in passing, and then Jamie told me about them and just told me how awesome they are. So I was super stoked to get to interview them and speak with them. They're very inspiring. They're young, they're ambitious. They had a vision, they went for it. It's great. Yeah.
A community of about 1 million people it's growing fast enough that's probably already out of date.
I think they reached more than 3 million people.
Yeah. So, for yourself, someone who, the freelancers I speak to and a lot of solopreneurs, you have to convince them that they're an entrepreneur, right? Like you may not identify that way, but
Sure.
it's not a startup exactly, right? I wonder, on what level that appealed to you, as someone who is in business for yourself.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've only been in business for myself for about 1.5 years, and I will say it didn't really feel like a business at first, because I was writing, which I've been doing forever. And speaking to them, I was like, oh yeah, like what I'm doing is like, I have my own business. I'm a self-employed writer. And to hear, their initial kind of like struggles with that, and then kind of how they just kept going and they hustled and they put on this like boss babe mentality, kind of rubbed off on me. Like, yeah, like I'm a boss babe too.
Interesting to read in the story that these gals were like successful in their own right before. One of them was a chiropractor, and really were really just drawn to this sort of community building and mentorship community out of their own passion. How did they sort of, what was the process of them being drawn to it?
So Natalie, she did supplements. I think she had her own supplement company, and she was quite successful, but she said she was really lonely. And, like her family didn't really understand like the hustle and the grind and just sort of what she was doing. And so when they met at this conference in San Diego, they really hit it off because they kind of had the same drive, to be entrepreneurs. And then they hit it off as friends. And I think for them, it was just this beautiful sort of like merging of, friendship and business. And I don't know, just a really fun story.
Well, they are making a difference in a lot of people's lives. So we always like to shine a light on that. You might say that what they're doing is very parallel to what we do at Success. So still worth recognizing them. And it was a great story. And appreciate you writing it for us, Catherine.
My pleasure.
Thanks for joining me today. Thank all of you for joining us today for another edition of Between the Lines. We'll do it again next week. So long, everybody.